guys. Easier.
Yeah, right.
Well, Tim, how'd that first at-bat feel?
It felt really good. It felt really good. Now that it started, we're competing. We're playing to win games, and had a guy on base and tried to knock him in. Just make contact, drive the ball, which me and Fuentes have been working on every day, and got ahead in the count. And he gave me a fastball middle away, and was able to drive it the other way. And thought I had a double, and the guy goes, "Keep going." I was going, "All right, I'll take it." So felt good though.
Kind of appropriate the game ended with a football score, huh?
I guess so.
Tim, how many times have you envisioned that first at-bat, and how many times did you see yourself in the home run?
Well, you definitely envision your first at-bat. I try to visualize every at-bat. It's something I think as an athlete you try to do. You see yourself doing it, you see yourself competing, and try to maximize every opportunity. And for me, I'm just thankful I got the opportunity from Coach LaHare, and was able to make the most of the first at-bat.
You said the other day it's not one at bat or one game, it's about the journey, but when you're circling the bases, what was going through your mind there?
Well, it definitely feels good. It feels good to help the team. We're up 2-0. We're competing. Get our team excited. It's fun when you get back in the dugout and everybody's pumped up and ready to go. And I think we feed off each other's excitement. And already, just after a week of being together, I think we got a team that cares about each other and has fun playing together. I think you could see that throughout the entire game. But that first at bat felt good.
Tim, was the whole is the whole game kind of that experience and learning curve, though, that this was all about? All 5 at bats.
Absolutely. There are things I'll take away from every single at bat. Some really good, some not as good. Some things I'll work on, and it's just. I know so many people want to sensationalize it, but for me, it's just one day. It's just, one opportunity, the first of a lot of games. And tomorrow will be another opportunity to wake up, get work, and try to get better. And for me, it's about the process. I know it sounds cliche, and I've said it 100 times, but it is about the process, and still have a long way to go on that process.
Tim, you played in numerous games where there's been numerous amount of pressure, whether it's at the college level, the pro level, the football. When you're going in there for your first at-bat, haven't had that real game atmosphere since high school. What's going through your mind right there? And did it feel like relief after being able to get that first at-bat out of the way?
Well, obviously it feels good to get it out of the way, but I think at the same time, all of my sports experiences help me for moments like that. First at-bat in a pro baseball game, right? Playing in the swamp or Death Valley or, in Mile High Stadium or in the playoffs, all those, they all help, because I think so much about sports is handling moments and handling pressure. And I think as an athlete, that's so much about really being able to calm yourself, have focus, go back to what you've been training on. Don't make the moment too big. Go back and simplify it, and have your plan of attack and go for it. And so I think all those times and the big games that I've been in football have helped me for that moment, being my first at bat in a real pro baseball game, and trying to make the most of it.
Did you have butterflies for before the game?
Sure, I had a couple of butterflies, yeah. But I get butterflies doing a lot of things. I get butterflies before our first practice out here a couple of days ago, because I'm just someone that I'm very passionate about what I do, and I care a lot about it. And I think when you care, that you're going to get butterflies, because you want to do good for your coaches, for your teammates, for the fans, for the people who have supported me, for the people that come out here. You want to do good for them, and you want to compete. And so I really like that part of as being an athlete, is that part of supporting the people around you and your teammates. It's something I really thrive on and love.
Tim, will you describe the reception you got in the dugout? What was the reaction of your teammates? Were they in disbelief? Or happy for you? What was kind of the vibe?
It was just really cool. Everybody was so excited and happy for me, and one of the guys comes up to me and gives me a big hug. He's like, "This is one of the best moments I've ever had," and it's just fun, And I loved about it though is that wasn't just when I hit my home run. It was when Pius hit it, or when Dash hit it, or when Allie gets 3 hits, and so it was just supporting one another. And I think that's something that we've already built on this team, and we'll continue to try to build every day.
Tim, did you keep the ball? Did you get the ball?
I did get the ball.
What are you going to do with it?
I have no idea. Probably keep it for a little while.
Tim, one of the things you may be learning about is the strike zone. I mean, it seemed like a couple of times there, you thought maybe you were outside. What was your impression of it?
Yeah, I try to be pretty disciplined with my approach in the strike zone, and he's called it a strike, and so like in the last at bat, I tried to adjust. I knew the ball was outside, but it was 2 that he had called strikes before, and tried to listen to my teammates who were watching it, some on here on TV, and could tell me exactly where they thought it was, and so just tried to adjust, but I'm sure they're doing the best that they can.
Jose, do you think Tim Sommer kind of set the tone for the rest of the guys?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That first at bat right there. I mean, you heard it before, like special things happen to special people, and I think that was a special moment right there. His first at bat and putting the team on the board right there. I thought he set the tone. No doubt about it.
What did you see from him during the game?
Excuse me?
What did you see the rest of the bat? What did you take from his performance tonight?
Well, he like he said, he's learning the strike zone. I thought he was put in a spot where he had to go out of the strike zone and chase a couple, because maybe those pitches were a little off the play. But like he said, umpires, they're trying to work. They're trying to get better too. These young umpires you get in this league, they're learning too. They're very young. Some umpires are younger than some of the players we have here. So I mean, we give them the benefit of the doubt, and we know they're gonna get better in every level. And this is a hard level for hitters to adjust and understand the strike zone. So it takes discipline, and it takes a little bit of patience to deal with that.
So how rewarding was it to see some of your hard work and practice kind of pay off in your first at bat, and how do you think you can build after that going forward?
I mean, it definitely feels good. I think probably me and Fuentes spent probably over an hour literally just working on fastballs away, going oppo in the cage before we even went to BP. And it was like you got to your, that pitch, and you got to make the most of it. And so it's, it's just going back to your approach, your mindset, your philosophy, and your game plan. And then when you get those opportunities, try to make the most of it. And so it definitely felt good, because that was something we worked on so much today.
Tim, does fanfare ever get weird for you, or what do you think of all the fanfare that surrounds you?
I don't know. I don't try to pay too much attention to it. I appreciate all the support, but I think there are a lot of people here today to support all 25 of us in the entire Firefly organization. So.
Tim, you kind of just talked about it right there, that practice for an hour, just fastball away, fastball away. I know you probably don't get caught up with it too much with the Twitter sphere, but I mean, it's been going nuts. It's like, of course Tebow did it. I mean, what else would he do? He hit a home run his first at bat. What would you tell people, though, just what's been going into these last couple of months, not even just weeks, the last couple of months, and putting in a situation like this to be able to have that type of result?
Well, it's every day. It's what goes in behind the scenes, the work with Fuentes in the cage, the work of getting extra fly balls out there every day, trying to, grab whatever coaches and get extra work, talk through the game, going through signals more, just the little things. And it's a process, and that felt good because it was, something we've been working on, and it went well. But there will be, a lot of highs and lows in this game, and that's why you can't make too much of anything. You have to go back to the drawing board and continue to work, and it does feel good, though, when that hard work pays off.
Are you looking forward to now kind of settling into a groove of the regular season?
I think even more so than a groove, I think probably a routine. I really am excited about that, about the times I can get in the day, get the work, get the fielding work, and have that routine every single day. It's something that I really had a lot in football, where I knew my extra times. All right, these are my extra times that I would go in and do this before and after, and finding that groove in baseball where I know that we're doing the same thing, and I can really find that routine of, this is where I'm going to work on this is how I'm going to work on this, and this is where I'm going to work on my strength, speed, fielding, everything. And I like that, because as an athlete, you want to know that you covered every area that I need to work on, and okay, I checked the box on all these, and this is one area where I want to go back and work on this a little bit more because I don't feel like this is as good, and I can spend more time, and I like that as an athlete.
Do you have any inkling that you've gone out of the park before the umpire twirled his finger? Do you have any idea?
I did not. I felt like I hit it really well. Felt like I made good contact, and I was just trying to remember run the base path the right way and get my correct angles, and saw it getting thrown in, and so I held up at second, and just glad to drive in a run, and then the ump said, keep going.
Coach, of course, Tebow got his start tonight, but Gene Cohn, local guy, led off. What was the decision with leading him off tonight, first minor league start?
Well, I think you can tell why I let him off because the guy walked how many times? 3?
4.
Or 4?
Four.
So, yeah, so 4 times. I mean, he's very patient at the plate, and having a guy like that in the top of the lineup that can get on base for the rest of the guys is just great.
Tim, what did Gene say before the game when he put his arm around you after you guys were done tossing, right before you guys got back to the dugout?
When was it?
Before the game, after you guys were throwing and he walked back towards the dugout and he put his arm around you.
I can't remember. It's probably something funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good old Southern boy that has some funny little lines, and it was fun. I was so happy for Gene today, though. Getting 4 walks, being patient, and what he did with his discipline in the strike zone was awesome, and so we were so happy for him. But I think that's just another example of our team. We're just cheering each other on, regardless of the score situation, and. He was one example of that, and it was actually when we were making a pitching change, we were in the outfield talking, and I was like, "Watch, you're going to go back over the plate. You're going to get 2 strikes. You're going to get another walk," and it happened again. And it's just we have fun out there, and he's a big reason.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't have any defensive action, right?
The double that was hit to the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you learn about yourself tonight?
That's a really good question. I don't know that I necessarily learned anything. I think I was able to reiterate certain things about hard work, about it's never as good as it seems, it's never as bad as it seems, right? You can go from first about home run and then strike out, and it's about continuing to have the mindset and go to work and don't get caught up in the little things, and won't get caught up in whatever people are saying when I leave here in social media or whatever y'all write. No offense, but I won't read it. I'll wake up and I'll go train again tomorrow, and it's something I learned early on at the University of Florida because I'm someone that is very emotional, passionate. I care a lot about every single thing that I do. And so for me, I got to harness that in the right way. And that's having my boundaries and my guidelines and block everything else out and go to work and do what I love.
Do you feel like you showed, at least for one day, that you belong here?
I try to show that every day, but it's not about necessarily showing it to y'all or even the fans. It's about being able to compete with my team and my coaches and know that I have their back and they have mine, and that we're in this together. And yeah, this is all a journey for all of us, right? All of us want to continue to get better and grow from this opportunity, but like I told him after the game, like, we're a team, regardless if it's good or bad. We're gonna rally together and play as a team and try to have a great season. Because our goal, when you put on a jersey and a uniform, your ultimate goal is always to try to win a championship, and that's no different here.
Tim, what do you want from this? Is it fulfillment, camaraderie, winning? What is it?
From what, baseball?
Yeah.
I think all of those things are good, but I think it's also waking up every day, doing something that you love and striving to be as good as you can at it. I think that's one of the overarching themes for me. But all those things sound nice.
Tim, because of your age and experience, do you feel like a responsibility to be a leader on this team of much younger guys?
because of some of my experiences as an athlete and what I've been through, highs and lows, I feel I can offer a lot to a lot of the younger guys that haven't been in as many situations, good or bad. And so I feel like I can give some of that advice about handling some of that, handling the praise or the criticism, the good days, the bad days, the monotonous days. You know, how when you don't feel like it, you're sore, how you still have to get up, work out, train, get better, have that mindset. I think, you know, I try to offer that to a lot of these younger guys. And more, it's not really a big rah-rah thing. It's more you pull them aside and, you know, you do it one-on-one and you just care about them and you try to get the best out of every single one of them. But they also do that for me as well.
Were there any initial concerns that you had from the first practice that were quelled at some point during the game today?
Initial concerns?
Like about like your technique or something?
Well, I mean, there's always stuff that we're working on every day. We've been, from, you know, the last couple of months, we've been working on certain things, and so you're never there. So we definitely are trying to fine tune it. And just like I mentioned earlier, we were working on, you know, fastballs away for a long time today, just driving it away, and you know, because you don't always know how many inside fastballs you're going to get. And so it's when you get those opportunities, make them count. So that was something we had been working on that I feel like I got better on.
Tim, while it's a new experience, did anything about this feel similar to your other athletic environments or achievements that you had throughout your playing career?
I don't know. I mean, it felt a little bit similar to Instructs a little bit. That felt good. But I'd say the thing about this whole journey is it's been very new, the experience, and it's just totally different than so much that I've been through, and I'm still learning. And you know, I know some of y'all were asking me the other day, you know, kind of figure this thing out, and it's no, like I haven't. It's like tonight was the first for me, and tomorrow will be the first time coming back and playing the next day, and it's just the whole thing. And then, you know, continuing. Okay, we got however many games in a row, and I've never had that before, so you're taking care of your body as to train a certain way now, and so there's still a lot of new things that I'm trying to adjust to.
We've got time for one last question.
With that said, like tonight, you said so many ups and downs within one night. What are your thoughts on just the concept of doing this like 130 more times?
I love it. I love competing. Getting up to compete has never been, you know, hard for me. So I love the opportunity to play every day and compete, and you know, it's kind of cool too, because you do good, you do bad, you get an opportunity the next day usually to make up for it or to work on something or strive to be better in a certain way. And so I love that about this sport, because in football you have a tough game. Those are 7 long days till you get another opportunity.
All right. Thank you,
All
guys.
right, thank you so much, guys. God bless.
Thank you.